Welcome back to Sushimi's house. I'm probably just going to cut this in at the end of the last episode. I'm your host, Master Sushimi. That's Bubby on the mic.
Hello.
We're back with what is possibly the last few moments of New Pokemon Snap. Egg on our face, y'all. We were fully confident that we'd done everything in the Bella Silva jungle or forest, whatever.
And that's why we didn't get the sticker for it. It makes sense now.
We had never gone to Spring.
Yeah, so I have done these 2 requests and seen Spring on my Switch.
Right.
So I was like, first list, we were like, screw it, we'll do it off mic. So I started like listing it off to Sush. We found Gus with Gusto on screen. And then I was like, screw it, this is gonna take so much effort. Literally the next one, I was like, upside down hide and seek, and he was like, nope. I'm like, there's no way. That one's so easy. I know we can do it. We've done it before. I had done it before in my game for preparation for this. Some way, somehow, we just never went to the spring season.
Skip Spring, y'all.
Fully skipped spring. Sure enough, we got.
I think we confused fall for spring.
Maybe.
Because fall is that same area, but with like orange leaves.
Yeah.
Instead of like the pink cherry blossoms.
Yep. So like, yeah. So we feel a little silly, and now of course that thing we were like, that's just an awkward gap. That's not an awkward gap. We just. Oh wait, no, it is an awkward gap because we have seen all the Pokemon in Bella Silva. We just didn't like visit spring. So I don't know. Maybe it is a sticker that we get for completed the request. We'll see. So we figured we would just go ahead and knock this out now while we were still filled with rage. Personally,
just while we're up here, I'm not even that mad about this. It's our fault.
I'm kind of annoyed. Again, I kept being like this. Oh yeah, as soon as you enter the spring forest, search atop the trees on the right hand side, find the one Shiftry and toss a Fluffer at it to wake it up. After Shiftry wakes up, it will quickly jump from branch to branch among the trees in the spring forest. Keep an eye out for the 3rd branch he will jump to, and make sure to hit him in an Illumina Orb at this point. Yep.
No.
Third Illumina Orb. Yep, and then he's going to do a thing. He's going to run up over there. Go ahead and turbo. Yeah, he'll proceed to a tree next to an Illumina Orb. Or a Crystal Bloom, I'm sorry. Your goal is to hit the Crystal Bloom at the base of the tree before Shiftry dismounts. I think that was it. Just like it doing a gust thing.
I may have gotten it, I may not have.
Okay. And then look back. If you see Kecleon in the trees, yeah, just hit it Illumina Orb, and that's your shot. Well, fucking thank you, game. That's your shot for upside down hide and seek.
Okay. Well, we ran through this level earlier just so that we could like quick research.
Yeah, we just exactly. So like we discovered spring for the first time off screen, not realizing it was for the first time.
Yeah, like nothing special happened there, y'all.
Yeah, excellent. We got both requests. Okay, thank God.
Okay, sorry, y'all. I apparently have a Windows update.
Oh, that's so weird.
Right.
Okay.
Let
Excellent.
me just make sure.
Yeah, see, like, they weren't even necessarily hard requests.
Right, like,
it just...
hey, it beats the hell out of doing gem royalty
oh,
a
yeah,
second time.
absolutely fuck that.
Perfect timing. Excellent.
Yeah, no.
Nice work.
Yep, looks amazing. That's Kecleon's 3-star. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this time for real, we have accomplished all 234 requests. Okay. Obviously, don't beat our record, and that's fine. Return to camp. Do we get anything for fulfilling the requests?
We'll see, because I feel like Phil's a cheap ass, and I think they were both Phil requests.
Well, Phil's not the one that's going to be like, congratulations on doing all 234 of these.
Yeah, I mean, already it gave us a crown just for discovering all of the requests.
That's true.
Okay, see, now for completing the request, it gives us 2 crowns.
Okay. Yeah, so just do not complete it, because I think it'll put... Oh, wait, never mind, you're good. You're already here.
Okay, so this one was from Mirror. Terrible shot.
Yeah, not the best shot, but it's done. Yep, you get a leaf. And then upside down hide and seek. Phil, I think, rarely actually gives you rewards. Oh, no, he actually did one.
Give us something this time.
Okay.
Bandage.
B.
Alright, so that's all requests done. Y'all, that's as complete as I feel comfortable making this game.
Yeah, we're not...
26
fuck now.
pages of, like, pretty hard work at times.
Yeah.
Overall, like, I've had a lot of fun with this game. I think I would only ever play this game if... I think the ideal way to play this game, the best way you can experience this, is if you have an older sibling who beat it and did all the requests for you, and you just get to take pictures freely without giving a single damn about any of the requests. Because, like, I get it, right? You want to have some boxes to tick. But now knowing that all I get is a fucking crown, I'm not worried about it. Right.
I don't really care.
The way the game handled it, like, give us a cutscene or something, you know? Like,
yeah, like
photo decks. We've got everything in our. I mean, we've seen every Pokemon in the entire game. Great. What good is that fucking doing?
And again, I feel like we could sit here and do our usual. Again, what did we like or not like about the game? We have done that so much throughout this game. Oh, I mean, don't do this.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, we're just talking, so I'm just kind of doing this in the background.
Fair. Fine.
Yeah.
Fair.
But, like, yeah, listen, overall, a fun game.
It is, I mean, don't get me wrong. Very cute, very beautiful, genuinely, like, cool, candid shots and stuff like that. It's just, again, some of the requests are very, like, do all these 10 steps to get the Pokemon to tilt its head a little to the left, and that's the shot we want. Don't mind the fact that this thing can breathe fucking fire. Like, that's, I think, what kind of gets to me, you know? Like, yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It also, like, I think part of it is it's trying to, there's no way you can play this game without comparing it to the original if you've played the original.
Yeah.
And the original did a lot of really rewarding things. And that's I think the key to it is, like, the game really encouraged you to, like, fuck around with the tools that you had in order to, like, unlock the next stage, you know?
Yeah, and you know what?
In this one, it's just like, do you have enough score points? Yes? Cool, you can move on to the next stage.
Yeah.
And, like, what changed in each stage, I don't know. The fact that each stage has a different level, kind of obnoxious. The fact that each Pokemon has 4 different, like, star things that you can get, and, like, not all of them are necessarily for unique poses. That kind of sucks. The fact that each of those are rated on their own scale. Like, I've gotten a pretty decent shot of coughing, for example, just to look at it. You know, there's this gold one. But, like, there's also this bronze one, which is just like, yeah, that's a bad shot you got of it doing the same thing it was doing in the first shot.
Right. And I will say, I think, sorry, you mentioned something, the way you're talking about the old game, where the old game had that kind of cool stuff where, like, oh, the rocks lined up and you would see like a Kingler.
I miss the mystery element.
I think here they tried to be like, here's the ruins. I lost interest in the ruins so fast because they were just a mountain of rocks. It was nothing.
Instantly.
Make
it about Pokemon. This is a Pokemon world. What
only one or two times did I really feel like, I think in Voluka, when you find the ruins, that's when you see, like, the big map or something. I could be wrong. Like, in the volcano. So, like, I very quickly was like, who gives a shit about the ruins? Like, you know, oh, take a picture of these rocks. Like, they have nothing. There's no anything. There's not even, like, unknown, like pictures of unknowns on the rocks.
Opportunity to include unknown in this game.
Huge missed opportunity to have unknowns.
That's not my favorite Pokemon, but, like...
But, like, unknowns are literally known for being near ruins and shit. Like, that's their ancient...
Like, around writing and, like...
You missed out on Xatu, who's also, like, that's their whole fucking jam. Where do you think Sigilif came from? You know, fucking Xatu walks so Sigilif could run, or whatever the hell the saying is. Seriously, like, so again, I do appreciate the range and diversity in the Pokemon we had, right?
Yes. Like, we do a lot of shitting on the game. It also has a lot of excellent points. It looks beautiful.
Very beautiful.
And the variety of Pokemon, like, obviously they weren't going to get 800 Pokemon in here.
No, but
like I think choices that they made, you know, they were very careful to not be like, here's only the popular Pokemon, right. Everything else can fuck
like
off.
Tyranitar being here makes sense. And then they were like, but let's throw in Gliscor or Gliscor. Like,
hey, how about Morlul? And it's like, you know what? How about Morlul?
Yeah, Amoonguss. Nobody fucking cares about, or Fungus, I think is that one, I don't remember. Like, nobody cares about them. Maybe they're like, it's a cute little Pokemon, so it makes sense being here. So, like, yeah, I think they did a really good job at throwing things in that, like, would Torterra be your #1 grass starter choice? No, but they went ahead and threw it in there. Each level having one of the evolutions. Very cool. Where you found the evolutions was interesting. I liked that. Again, don't really agree with the choice of legendaries or mythicals they used in every area necessarily. I think
I also think they could have just gone harder on like how many legend, like one per level is the minimum. I feel like, oops, I bumped the mic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Would it really have hurt for you to be like, fuck it, here's Ho-Oh and Lugia interacting in the same level because they were part of the same generation?
No, but I feel like
yeah,
Lugia would be a little out of place. Lugia's placement was perfect.
Lugia's placement was perfect, but I feel like if you found it there, maybe now you can find it in the... Like, if you found it there and you also found Ho in the volcano, maybe now you can see them over the reef. Just, like, having a brief encounter of, like, yo, what the fuck are you doing here?
That's true. I think that kind of could have been cool. You know, I feel like Zapdos being near the caves, because you see some Joltix and stuff, having Articuno and Durice, and then Moltres and Voluka, and then them also interacting, like that could have been cool. Like, yeah, I see what you're saying. So that could have been a little better, but not necessarily
Yeah, like,
bad.
honestly, that takes such a backseat to, like, the mechanical issues I have with this game. Y'all, the apples. Why do you throw them like you have a degenerative bone disease?
Well, it's more so like, if you expected me to do so many requests that rely on me having perfect aim, maybe make the Fluffruit and Illumina Orbs throw... Like, I get them trying to be like, an Illumina Orb would be nice and light because it's made of light versus a Fluffruit would be heavier. Fine, but you have to help a player out a little bit when you expect them to have impeccable aim to fulfill some of these requests. You can't be like, yeah, hit something you literally cannot see that's behind a rock in this level to set up for some other stuff. Like, why did us hitting a Krista Bloom that you literally never see in the level affect the fact that Diancie would show up and all these stupid rocks would dance at it?
You can
I don't know.
But only if you take the other path that's not in the way of the shot.
Right, which, like, at that point, it's like, really? You know? Like, I'm not saying I wanted the game to be, like, brain dead easy, you know? But, like, I think...
I don't know, there's nothing wrong with it being brain dead easy, you know?
It is a kid's game.
What's that?
It is a kid's game.
Right.
It's meant, like, E for all, or E for everybody.
The Pokemon fan base is one of the worst ones because of the fact that there's so many adults throwing a fit over children's games. Look at this. We didn't even bother looking for other Charizard shots because we just wanted to fulfill the requests.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, the Lentalk request really, it's the game getting in the way of itself. Because now I don't really give a shit about anything that isn't a request.
Yeah.
If there was ever a Pokemon that had nothing to do with a request, why would I even really care to photograph it?
We moved along. There was no point. And again, I'm not against requests 100%. I think maybe 234, or alternatively, what they wanted you to find for them, a little excessive. Like, that's my thing. So, like, either dial down the number of them, or don't make some of them so precise, specific, nitpicky, whatever you want to call them.
And for the love of God, like, don't make it so that you can't get them until you photograph that Pokemon. Because sometimes you just get lucky and you do the thing, and it's just like, well, now I have to go back and do the same thing, and it's not fun or exciting or a surprise anymore.
Right. Also, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, fine. Don't do bronze, silver, gold, diamond.
Exactly. Give us one or the other.
Yeah, right. Or backwards, like, what would be a 1 star gets you bronze, and then you get it or you hit it with an apple, and now it's a silver. You know, like that. Like, what? Again, either one or the other, not both. Both is too much, I would say. So that's, I think, our top 2 complaints. It's like how specific some of this stuff was.
I think we already made it through the whole thing.
Good job.
Just while we were talking.
Yeah. But I think that's it. I think we've voiced enough. Overall, I think my motto for
234 Pokemon in the game.
I think
overall, not a bad amount.
I think my motto for this game would be cute but nitpicky.
Yeah, sometimes, like, less is more. And I know that's kind of played out, but, like, there's so many times where it's just like, hey, I didn't need all this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think, yeah, I think you kind of said it perfectly there. If you're gonna play this game, don't bother with the requests.
Yeah, like, if for at all you can just, like, turn your brain off to that section of the game, wonderful game. Truly
Yeah.
worth it, truly fun.
Which
the fact
is-
that they gave us free DLC was really cool.
Yeah, but I will say it is a shame because some of the requests show you cool stuff that's worth seeing.
Right.
Now again, when it's a more natural setup, again, the Mew thing, would you think to hit it with an aluminum orb every time you see it?
Probably.
Maybe, yeah, because it's a legendary or slash mythical. You'd be like, oh, what happens? And would you think to feed it with an apple? Of course, it's Mew, it's cute. Why would you not feed it an apple? Why wouldn't you try and feed every Pokemon an apple? Which that too. Some Pokemon just do not react to aluminum orb, apple, whatever the hell. And it's kind of infuriating. Like some Pokemon really
Right,
are
like,
decoration.
The inconsistency with which the things work is part of what makes the requests annoying, because you, like, there's some requests where it's just like, it wants you to achieve this. Like, they'll give you a hint that's just like, the Pokemon eating. And it's like, okay, so I should be able to throw an apple at it and that'll get it to eat, right? No.
No, because it has to do a dance for you before
Right.
it's willing to eat the
And
apple.
it's like, okay, so then maybe I play the music box and then feed it.
No,
Also not
because you
quite.
have to Illumina Orbit when you first see it at the
Right,
stage.
it's like you actually have to have like triggered a previous Pokemon to be there ready for you. It's
right.
Like, what? Are you,
Yeah.
are you
So the
fucking kidding
game
me?
is cute.
It just has like
cute,
weird little hang-ups.
Cute, specific, involved, and inconsistent. Which some of that stuff seems contradictory, but that is, I feel like that is the best way to phrase it. Like, if I had to describe this game in few words, like those are the few words I'm going to use. It's cute. However, if you do requests, it is specific, inconsistent, and I forget what the other word is already.
I'm missing titles. Like,
No, fuck that.
There's even more shit. If you really want to be a completionist about it, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this hurts.
Yeah,
this is work.
It feels
y'all.
like we put in so much effort and there's still not. I mean, shit. Again, I know us not realizing those 2 requests were there was our fault, but that felt so painful, especially for me. Like, Sush does the work, of course, but like, I have spent days of mine, like free days off I've had, figuring out how to do requests. At one point, doing it in my game so that I could like make it easier to replicate here. And again, it's reached a point where like I have not touched this game on my Switch because I don't want to play it anymore.
And
It
at this
stresses
point,
me
like,
out.
why
It
would
doesn't
you go
seem
back?
fun. Right, like if I played in my game, I feel like I would just skip the request at this point because again, like you said, it's a great game when your older sibling has done it because I've seen. Oh, fuck this! I have seen you do the request, so now I'm like, cool, don't care. I've seen them, they're done, and I'm happy. So then I can now go play and just kind of cruise on through and look at how cute the Pokemon are, take pictures of them, which has been my dream. But again, it's like hard for me to want to pick up my Switch and play this game because I'm knowing myself, I'm gonna want to do the requests.
Right, like it's something that's there, and unless you're like I feel like it takes a very specific kind of person to see those unticked boxes and go, oh well.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it wants you to do that, and that's fine, but make it more accessible.
I agree.
Like, so many guides are like, we really don't know what triggered this. This is what we tried, and it got us the shot, so good luck.
Yeah, no, that's not how it should be. That
Wicked shouldn't be it. And again, like, the air of exploration, that's what really kills me. The first game feels like you're solving a mystery. Just you, your camera, and Professor Oak being like, man, that's weird.
Yeah, here it feels like we're saving the world, except no, we're not, because the world's not actually in danger. But the game has this weird plot that didn't really need. Like, I thought it was interesting at one point, and then by the end, I was like, this didn't really need to be here because it just seems weird. Like, again, I thought we were like racing against the clock about to save the world based on how they were talking about it, and then it's like, no, just kidding, the world's been saved, everything's fine. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parts where it's just like, wait a minute, did this matter at all?
Yeah.
Like, you think about the Badlands and those craters, and like they give you a chance to scan them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's actually several different things to scan throughout the game where it's just like, oh, what is that? And it just straight up doesn't matter.
Yeah, the whirlpool. I'm sorry, and I love Blastoise. That was such a disappointing thing that it's just a Blastoise that just kind of shoots out. Like, don't get me wrong, it was funny as fuck when we saw it shoot out. But like, that's what comes out of the whirlpool. Why is there still a whirlpool? Shouldn't the whirlpool have gone away once Blastoise stopped spinning it? Or is it Blastoise spinning it? Or is it something else? Like, it's
It
just...
also would have been a great chance for a callback. Like, throw Dragonite in there. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. That would have been a lot cooler. Way cooler.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just... I don't know.
Like, again, we give this game a lot of grief. Overall, if I had to give it like an out of 10 value, 6.5.
I was gonna say 7. Like, I think it passes. I'll give it a 7. It passes. It's just, it passes. Period. That's kind of it. Now, if you don't do requests, which again, that's not how the game should be. If you don't do requests, I give it a 7.58. It's cute. It's great. It's fun.
You take away the request, and it's a lovely game with not a lot to do in it. But I would almost prefer that over a game that has more to do in it than I would really care to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, for sure. But that's, I think, I like that. I was like, I don't think we need to do thoughts on it. But it's like, no, just kidding. Apparently we had a lot. I think we need to more so elaborate what
I think we just
kept.
need to get it out. You know, like when a relative dies, and you just need to grieve.
I have to vent.
Yeah. You
have
just
to get it
gotta
off your
out.
chest.
And like, again, we've had fun with this game.
We're each on a fainting couch.
For every like minute of fun, there were like 10 minutes of like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, why is it not doing it?
So it's really hard to be
why
like,
aren't these,
I love this
Why
game.
aren't these carbing flipping, even though all of them are experiencing the power gem?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so many of the to give you an example from like previously on this channel, when I beat Lady Butterfly the first time, it unfortunately happened off screen and I couldn't go back and do it and I was heartbroken. But even when I beat her, it felt almost like a fluke. That's not to say that that fight is poorly designed. It's just I had very, very little experience with From Software games, and I still do. So many of these requests felt like the Lady Butterfly fight, where it was just like, man, that took a lot more work than I thought it would, but also I don't feel like I earned it, but also it didn't feel like it gave me what I wanted it to, because, you know, unfortunately I didn't record. Like, I was literally practicing for that fight, and I felt so terrible that it finished.
Yeah.
Like I thought about restarting my game save, but I didn't even really know how to do that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I think we've given plenty of thoughts, plenty of gripes. Again, sorry to sound so negative. It's just, part of it is nostalgia. If this were the first Pokemon Snap game, we'd be like, cool game, yo.
You know, and that's fair. And I think that that we are a little bit biased in that sense, because
nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. So, I mean, aside from our griping and our huffing and puffing, I hope you have enjoyed seeing, because again, I will say, as annoyed as I would get, seeing like a cute Pokemon face, like, it kind of made me go like, no, but it's worth it, you know?
Yeah, sometimes you would get a shot that's just like, that's beautiful, I'm glad I pushed through to get to this point.
Yeah, so like, I hope you've enjoyed, I hope you have found even more positives than we have. And you've had a good time with it. You know, if you played the original and you were like, oh man,
I'm just gonna leave it on that.
Oh my god, it's perfect. It's too more low.
Any inconvenience.
That's how we feel right now.
Just defeated.
That's how it's such a beautiful
We've won,
shot.
but at what cost?
Yeah.
Just Pyrrhic victory.
It's a Pyrrhic victory. That is the perfect term. So make our deaths worthwhile.
Avenge us.
Avenge us.
Make a new Pokemon Snap.
Live life to the fullest. Something.
But yeah. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there. Thank you so much once again for joining us on this journey and putting up with us griping.
Yep.
If you like what you saw, make sure you like these videos as you go along. Don't forget to subscribe so you get these videos in your sub box. Ding that bell so you get a notification when they drop in your sub box. Comment if you have any thoughts you want to share.
Yeah.
You know? You can also check out my Twitter at Master Sushimi, where I like to tweet fun stuff about video games, the occasional meme here and there. Most importantly, updates about my pup, Mr. President, aka Theodore Roosevelt, aka Teddy. Second most importantly, I tweet when and what I'll be streaming over at twitch.tv/MasterSushimi. As of the time of this recording, we are working on No More Heroes 1. It will 100% be done before this goes up. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
It's possible that I will be working on Pokemon Legends Arceus over there by the time this goes up.
Yeah.
if this takes even longer than I think to go up, or if Legends Arceus is just kind of a short game, I might be working on No More Heroes 2. So like, go check that out. There's always something new and fun going on over there, usually with Bubby and or Marcy in the chat. Sometimes, if I'm incredibly lucky, one of them will grace me on like with their presence at the mic, but that hasn't happened for many a moon now. But go check that out. If you already have, first and foremost, thank you so much. It means the world to me. But also, make sure you share it with friends, share it with family, share it with foes. Really, anybody who you think would be into it, because we want to grow as a community. We want to be loud and proud here at Tsushimi's house, and the best way to do that is going to be through your word of mouth. So with that being said, thank you so much once again for joining us. We'll see you in the next video, set of videos, or stream as is appropriate. And in the meantime, I hope you take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You gotta know you're in for something special. You gotta feel it in your bones. Oh, you're gonna find what you need all in time. If you're looking for it, na 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 na. If you're looking for it, na 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 na.